Welcome back to Trailer Parking.
This is Kevin, and I'm Mike.
We will review a movie trailer,
And you can watch it if you like.
but Mike, we are more than just trailers.
We also will be discussing some movie news.
What are you doing? It's a musical. It's supposed to be singing. Have you ever seen a musical?
Yeah, but kids don't really like that kind of
It doesn't matter. You're rapping. I'm singing. It sounds ridiculous.
Rap is cool.
We sound like a ridiculous Linkin Park. Like, what's happening? Just sing the music. Just sing it, all right? But first, let's discuss The Greatest Showman.
Starring Zach and our favorite you.
You ruined it.
No one ever made a difference by being like everyone else.
The Greatest Showman comes out Christmas Day. It's directed by Michael Gracie. It stars Hugh Jackman as P.T. Barnum, Zac Efron as Philip Carlyle, and Michelle Williams as Charity Barnum. And it's based on the true story of how P.T. Barnum started the Barnum and Bailey Circus.
Barnum and Bailey Circus.
Yeah, man.
Were you a big circus fan as a kid?
I don't like smells. So no, not really.
So peanuts, popcorn, and elephant shit didn't do it for you?
Yeah, it didn't do it for me. But you know what? They all do surprisingly mix well together.
Did you ever go to a circus as a kid?
I feel like I did. I feel like I did go to Barnum and Bailey once.
Yeah?
But I don't really remember it that well.
I went as a kid, and I remember it very well. Because the big attraction was King Tusk. He was an elephant with the biggest tusks. And I just wanted to see that elephant because I thought he was going to be huge.
Yeah.
And he wasn't. He was a normal-sized elephant just with big tusks.
So it was a disappointment.
Yeah, I was.
So this movie's not really looking good to you.
I was kind of let down. No, you look. It's Hugh Jackman. Mm-hmm. Anytime I see Hugh Jackman,
Yeah.
I'm just expecting him to have claws pop out of his hand
Right.
and him start running after people.
That's true.
So he's not Wolverine in this. The movie also feels like it's going to have a very positive message, especially for today.
Oh, yeah.
With all the shaming and all the bullying.
It's just so funny that we want to send a message, but let's make a shitload of money while we do it. Because that's why they did it. Like, I'm
have them
sure that
sing.
stuff really happened, but they have to put it in the trailer. The people with the torches, they got to do it.
Ironically, especially since Hugh Jackman is in it,
Yeah.
it almost feels like an X-Men without the powers. Like Hugh Jackman is Professor X, and he's going around, he's grouping together all
Yeah.
these freaks to basically make a freak. I mean,
Freaks.
that's what they were back then. It was a freak show. That's what they called them. It was a freak show back then. It was a bearded lady and
Yep.
the Siamese twins, and then he's gonna start making money off of
I
them
know.
essentially.
It's technically what happened. That stuff back then used to be crazy. People like leaving and joining the circus. People
Yeah.
with, like
These traveling shows just
deformities and
across the country, but
But he gave him jobs. He gave him shelter. He gave him food.
yeah. Well, and there was that scene where they walk into whatever the ball is, and they're like, oh, they're all staring at us.
Yeah.
And he's like, they just don't understand you.
Don't listen to them. They don't understand yet.
It's so cliche too, in a
It
little bit,
is.
but it's definitely going to be like a movie you
it's
go
gonna
see
be
with
it's
like.
gonna be huge. But
your
there's gonna
mom.
be a lot of dudes that get dragged to the movies with their girlfriends, and their girls are like, no, it's with Hugh Jackman, and it's about the circus. They're gonna be like, all right,
I
like
would
the circus.
voluntarily go see this.
But I bet there's going to be and when they start singing, there are going to be a lot of guys who are just like, what the hell
He gets
is
fired from his
this?
job, and like tensions are high, and guys are like, "Okay, I'm really getting into this," and he's like, "What do I do now?"
It does look like it's going to be a good movie,
It's going to be
though.
a really good movie.
And I
People
think
are going to love it.
Yeah, this could be one of those, possible Oscar
And
contenders
it comes
or something.
out on Christmas. I feel like this might be a movie where you got like a Die Hard situation going on. Like people are going to be saying like that this is a Christmas movie, but it
Yeah.
probably has nothing to do with
Right.
Christmas.
Right.
But it feels like it with all the happiness and joy that's going on.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I highly disagree. We are not getting into
Nope.
this
Nope.
again.
We're not starting it again. Mike and I actually didn't talk to each other for a year and a half after this last disagreement.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
So, how do we think this movie's going to end? Well, and before we say that, I will give this trailer a lot of credit. You didn't find out a lot about the movie in it. I mean, it's not one of those trailers where you were like, I saw the whole movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we kind of get how this movie's going to go.
Right.
This isn't going to be one of those.
It's going to be a feel good. It's going to be feel great.
Yeah. And it's going to be awesome because then they just end up torturing and mistreating animals and get closed down in 2016.
Is that how you think it's going to end?
Yeah, actually, that is how I think it's going to end.
I think it's all going to end with them going like this.
Sweating, jazz hands.
Jazz hand. First, again, left jazz hand.
See it in the theater. Rent it when it's available. Wait till it's on cable.
I'm going to see this in the theater, I think.
Oh, you liar.
No, I'm going to
He
see
says that for every movie. If Mike saw every movie that he says he's going to see in the theater, he'd be broke.
I am.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to see it in the theater because my fiance is going to make me go see it in the theater.
Yeah.
This is going to be her pick, and we're going to have to go see, and I'm going to have to watch Wolverine sing.
Bumblebee the movie unveiled its new logo featuring the heroic Transformer in his 80s cartoon design of a VW Beetle. Even as a piece of shit car, Bumblebee is still getting more work than Shia LaBeouf.
Toy maker Hasbro is trying to buy rival toy company Mattel. The move would merge the once Goliath companies in a time when kids just want to play video games. Hasbro owns Monopoly, and when we asked Monopoly Man his thoughts on the move, he just said, "I'm not above sending your grandmother into bankruptcy. Why would I care about your childhood?"
Amazon is making a Lord of the Rings prequel series. Amazon boss Jeff Bezos has announced a $200 million deal with the Tolkien's estate and New Line Cinema, who made Peter Jackson's 2-movie trilogy to create a multi-season spin-off set before the Fellowship of the Ring. It's going to be available on Amazon and via Raven. And if you don't want to do that, you can always just Netflix and chill it with that creepy guy down the street. So are we going to watch this, or are we going to bang, precious?
Thor Ragnarok was number 1 at the box office this weekend with $56 million, increasing its worldwide take to $650 million. Daddy's Home 2 was number 2 with $30 million. Let's be honest, this proves that Thor can take your daddy, but the Hulk still has more lines in any movie than John Cena ever will. Guys, and that's it for another episode of Trailer Parking. This was the 9th episode.
Oh, man.
We're going to do something big for the 10th.
Number 10's got to be big. Let's hope, man. Let's hope Infinity War comes out.
Could be the Infinity War trailer. I read
God.
something that they were teasing it, that it's coming out soon.
That would be a bitchin' 10th episode.
I'm saying our decade is going to be Infinity Wars. Infinity War or bust. Or we're just going to do whatever trailer comes out.
Yeah.
So guys, as usual, you can follow us on YouTube, on Facebook at Trailer Parking Reviews. You can find me on Twitter at KevinIsrael_NJ and on Instagram at KevinIsrael_comedy.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at the Mike Sicoli.
And please, just keep letting us know what you guys want to watch, what you guys want to see, and what you think of the trailers we're reviewing, and share with us any movie news you guys might have, because we don't ever hear anything. See you next week.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is